Hey, what's going on, guys? This is KNasty3890 here. Welcome back to another Tampa Bay Rays franchise rebuild episode number 9. We're about to do the offseason of 2021 and 2022. We have an important offseason. We do have the playoffs, which we barely missed. We missed it by, I think, 4 games? Barely is subjective. But let's in the playoffs, see who comes out on top. Won't be us. It is the Baltimore Orioles defeat the Arizona Diamondbacks. Okay, so we're going in the offseason. Now, this is a big one because we made a huge trade last year. It was a rental, but I think we can afford him if only he wants to stay with us. It's Correa. We'll see if we can keep him. If not, we're going to get a draft pick for him, but that is not what we're looking for. We want to keep him. We give up the number 2 prospect in baseball for him. Real quick, we can just see if any big names retired. Robinson Cano, he might be a Hall of Famer. 367 career, yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. 2,900 career hits, that's a Hall of Famer. I guess the question is, he'd probably go as a Yankee, I'd imagine, still. Jonathan Broxton, finally retired. He's only, in 2018, he's what, 33, 34? Damn, he's been pitching since 05. Did not know he was still playing. The Milkman, Melky Cabrera retired. All right, Max Scherzer retired. He's been pitching since 08. Hall of Famer. I think he is. They may not give it to him in this, but career WAR 58.6. That's a Hall of Famer. Right on the lower edge of it, but I think he's a Hall of Famer. Zack Greinke, another very good career. I think he might be a Hall of Famer, if not the Hall of Very Good. Actually, he had a better career in terms of WAR than Scherzer. I think Scherzer's peak was better. And that's it. Let's see who made the Hall of Fame. Only Cano, so I disagree with that. I would definitely put in Scherzer. I think he was dominant in his peak, and I guess if you want to put Greinke in, I wouldn't fight you on it, but I think Cano's a Hall of Famer. All right, let's get into this. So, exclusive free agent negotiation. So this is huge. We have some big names here. So we have Correa. So how much does he want? Well, first let's tender a qualifying offer. Basically, you guys didn't know this. If he does not re-sign with us, but we give him this qualifying offer, he signs with another team, we will get a draft pick. Either the 11th. If that team is drafting lower than 11th in the first round, we get that pick. If they're drafting a top 10 pick in the first round, we'll get their second round pick. And we'll also get a compensatory round pick in between round 1 and 2, I believe, as well. So we can get basically 2 draft picks, I think, for him. He had an amazing year, 343 average, 44 home runs. His WAR was above 10. Superstar. That's the only way you can describe him. He wants $30 million a year. We can go more than $30 million. That used to be the peak what you could offer. It hasn't gone up much more. You can now offer $31 million. So little tips to increase players' interest. Add a player option. Add years to it. Usually players want years. Now he's only 27. If you give him a 3-year deal, he's 33. I'll do a 3-year with a player option. That brings us to we are giving him a little bit more money. Maybe, like I said, if we wanted to, his bar will never be full. So let's do a 6 years a player. Justin Wilson kind of struggled with us. I'm probably not going to offer him anything because I want to make sure we have enough funds for Correa. Blake Parker pitched all right. $5 million, I'll wait on that. And Gyorko had an okay year, 23 bombs, 250 average. Let's see what his WAR was. His defense was so bad, he's basically a replacement of a player. Again, we don't want to sign these guys, and then Correa can't sign with us because of it. Now, we do have James Paxton, who had a very down year for us, who's making $15 million. We don't have to get any managers or coaches, so that's good. We don't have to for 12 years unless one of them retires. So, let's see if we got Correa. All right, let's just in a couple days. I wish it would tell you it, but it doesn't. Did he sign? Okay, Correa signed. We kept Correa a 6-year deal. That's 6 years of player option. That was huge. That saves our team. Now, with Paxton, I might move him. Like I said, the year before, he was amazing. He was a Cy Young winner. And then last year, he was below average. His WAR was probably around 3, so actually a little above that, probably because of the innings pitched and the strikeouts. But we may move them. But now we can go back to exclusive free agents. Now, I definitely want to look at Blake Parker, maybe not for $5 million. Gyorko, I think you wanted 4. We'll see what's out there. Justin Wilson, I almost said Williams, thinking hockey. How much did he want? 3? I think 3 point. Nah. I mean, we can find better. All right. So let's sim. All right. We have to sim one more day. Now we are at the free agency and the tender contract. So I'm gonna go through all this, guys. You're gonna see the finished product right now. All right, guys. So we went through all those tender contracts. Nothing really crazy. Let's go check out some arbitration. Now Zach Weiss pitched way too many innings, in my opinion, for a reliever. One of you guys mentioned that when we make our rotation, that what we have to do is only have one setup man. So we'll do that next year. Make sure there's only one. But let's take a look at what else we need to do for arbitration. So what was his contract last year? I wish it said. Actually, it's going to say when we do the arbitration. So he made $620,000 last year. What does he want? $2 million. So why don't we offer? Let's put ours at like 1.1. Submit that. Chance Sisco, which all you guys are saying we should replace him. That's probably the most common comment on these videos. Like, Chance Sisco sucks. If you're an Orioles fan, I didn't say it. I'm not disagreeing with all you guys who are saying that, though. He hasn't hit. He really hasn't. Now, he's a pretty good fielder at 78 and 80. But yeah, I mean, I'm not going to just unsign him. Like, we're going to sign him a deal. I want to give him a 1-year deal, though, and make sure he's signed because I do want to move him. I kind of agree with you guys. So, but if you put him if he's doing our offer arbitration, we have to wait till February to re-sign him. Leclerc, who didn't even pitch last year, I don't want to give him a lot of money for he is a depth bullpen arm. So I will give him an 8. I'll put in for $800,000. Like, he's a guy who's like a 4A player, you know. Ryan Weber, who pitched really well for us again in 138 innings. He made $540,000 last year, and he wants. I'll give you a 2-year deal for $2.8 million. The dude's ERA has been the mid-3s the last 2 years. Also, one thing, we were doing a live stream, guys, on Twitch. We were rebuilding the Marlins. If you guys want to see that, make sure you follow me on Twitch down below. Another one of you guys mentioned a key to finding studs in franchise are find guys with high walks per 9. They said guys with high walks per 9 usually have really good ERAs. His walks per 9 is 92. ERAs his career it's 3.89. ERAs the last couple of years been the mid-3s. So that makes sense. And then Micah, just a backup second baseman. What does he want for a contract? If it's under $1 million, maybe. Over $1 million, nope, I'll let you go. I'm not going to lose sleep over that. All right, let's take a look at free agents. Ooh, there are some names in here, guys. Lindor. Not as good as Correa, so it doesn't even matter. Byron Buxton. Really down year for him. 223, 11 home runs. On base at 303. Cespedes, Freddie Freeman. Well, let's take a look at our team, and let's just figure out what we need. All right, so our starters. We got Paxton, which we may move just for salary purposes. If I'm paying you $15 million on the Rays, you can't have an ERA at almost 5. Jay Groome, everyone, you guys in the comments were like, we love Jay Groome. He's going to be a stud. His potential dropped down to a B, but he's 86 overall. Honeywell struggled last year, but he's still an A potential, only 26. Faria, all our starters kind of struggled. Manny Pineda, though, is a youngster. He's only 21, B potential, 80 overall. That's going up. Tanner Houck really struggled in limited innings, but he hasn't really panned out. He's 25. Paul Harns, we have a lot of depth here. Banda, Tom Hong, and then we got Jim Small, who was a former first-round pick. High walks per 9, so he, in theory, could be really good. He pitched 66 innings, struggled last year. Maybe we trade some of this depth, and we got Kozar here, a potential 19, just let him marinate down there. So maybe we move on from Paxton, and we just hope these guys figure it out. Weber will be in the rotation. We'll maybe call it Pineda, or maybe we'll package 2 or 3 of these guys and get a guy similar to Paxton and keep Paxton, or something. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Relievers, we got Barnes, Carl Edwards Jr., Godfrey, Zach Weiss, Pruitt, Leclerc. I think we did the arbitration, so we're waiting on that. And then we got Baez, Brett Douglas. So these guys are A potentials, could really go up in overall, and Cabrera, who's a B. Catcher is something we need now. We do have Wyatt Kern, who looks to be a pretty good hitter. His fielding may be something to be desired, but he's not ready yet. So we maybe need a catcher. First base, we got Smoak, who I think is in the last year of his deal. And we have Brandon McKay. That's fine. So first base, DH. Second base, we have DJ LeMahieu. Third base, currently we have Franco. We can maybe upgrade Franco. I mean, his defense is really bad. We had Gyorko. I think Franco's going to just do what Gyorko did last year. Good power. I mean, he could probably hit you 20, 25 home runs. He's going to play pretty much almost every day with 87 durability, fielding his ass. But you know what? That's fine. Let's make sure we add him to the 40-man. We should have been doing this when we were going through all this, but that's fine. Shortstop, we got Correa. Franco, I think now that we locked up Correa, Franco's expendable. There's no point in keeping him on the team. We could, in theory, move him to second base, but we have Forrest Miles, who is a high defense, low average guy. I mean, and that's kind of what Franco pans out to be. And maybe a little bit more contact from Franco, but, I mean, Forrest Miles is the same thing. So, we could trade Franco as a piece. Malik Smith in left. We got center field. We may need someone. We currently have Joshua Lowe, who's a pretty good defense, average defense, good arm. He's more of like a utility guy, I feel like, or a backup. And then we have Justin Williams, who I think we had in center field, and they have Jim Dunn. We also have Frank Holden, who was our number one pick. The guy can just rake. I think what we could possibly do is put Holden in center, maybe move Justin Williams for a piece, because I want Holden to play. The guy's going to be like a 280 hitter next year. No doubt in my mind, at least. A 280 hitter. So I think what we could do is maybe package Williams, move Holden to center. We can in that package, trade Franco, maybe like a third baseman, or look at either relievers or like a stud starter. So that's kind of what we could be at. So let's take a look at free agents again. So third base or a starter. Tyler Anderson. I hate his delivery. He had that stupid leg kick, but he pitched well last year. I mean, what does he want per year? $12 million is a little more than I thought. Miguel Sano. Now, he is 28. He has more power than Franco does. How much is he going to cost a year? $15 million? Nope. They gave a qualifying offer to Missouri. Now, Thor is out there. I wouldn't mind giving. He wants $15 million. I want to find like a starter who is like under 10. You know, Trevor Rosenthal pitched really well at the pen. $7 million potentially. Michael Givens pitched outstanding. Here we go. I'll give you a little bit extra. $5.5 million. You're not going to be our closer. I don't want him to think he is. We'll go up to that 5.7 is the max. Now, he's got a 5-year, $24 million offer from the Orioles. I mean, he's been outstanding the last, like every year he's great. So I think that would be a great option in our bullpen. Steven Matz is out there. Actually, you know what? I think if we're going to get started, I think it needs to be a 90-plus guy. We have enough of these, like, mid-range starters, you know? Now, Moustakas at third base. He had 41 home runs, 305 average last year. I'll go a 1-year, $10.5 million deal. That's like a great deal for us, I think. Because then at the end of next year, we can maybe give him a qualifying offer. But, I mean, look what he did last year. His good defense, it's probably like a 7-WAR year. Wow, only 4.6. Do you not play every day? No, you played it. That's just okay. His on-base wasn't as high as I thought. All right. Now let's make sure our 40-man is all set, which we forgot to check. Should be pretty easy. Most of these guys are already on it. Add to the 40-man. All these guys are on it. Austin Franklin's eligible for the Rule 5 draft. We don't want to just lose him for nothing. Now, once we figure out in regards to the free agents, we will then look at potential trades. Kern is not eligible. I do want him on AAA, though. Like I said, so a catcher is someone we need. And, like I said, maybe like a stud starter. And if we do get Moustakas for 1 year, I think Franco 1 more year in the minors wouldn't be the worst thing. It just wouldn't be. Just want to make sure we'll add him. I know he's not eligible for it, but let's just add him to the 40-man. I think we are good. Frank Holden, we want to add him to the 40-man because I want him to play. He's good enough to play now. So I think we're good. I think we are all set. Cooper's not on the 40-man, but he's only 19, so he's not eligible for the Rule 5 draft. So let's simulate. Oh, I forgot. These guys are just kind of jerks, and they don't like our like, no one wanted to sign. These are all like our own like our minor leaguers. I hope they patch that. I'm just going to throw it out there. Tyler Anderson signed with the D-backs. All right. Rosenthal's a Philly. Michael Givens. Okay, we got Givens. That's big. A 1-year, $5.7 million deal for a really good reliever. That's not bad. Let's go back to our own free agents, our minor leaguers. So K's a C potential. I can move on from him. He's a C potential. I'll move on from him. Fox is a C potential. I don't care. C potential, don't care. You know, you have a C potential. I'm not going to lose sleep over you, except your name's Manny Ramirez, so I will re-sign you. Okay. Let's keep going. Rocio Iglesias is a Nat. That kind of stinks. He's going to be in our division. Davinsky is an Angel. Wade Davis is a Giant, a 1-year, $6.3 million deal. Really struggled last year. Alex Claudio is an Oriole, 4 years. So they lost Givens and they got a replacement Claudio, it looks like. Byron Buxton's a Met, 6 years, almost $150 million for a guy who hit 223 with 11 home runs. That's a bad contract. Freddie Freeman is a Giant. Did we get Moustakas? He is not signed with us. Has he signed with anyone? All right, let's go to free agency. Moustakas. We're the only offer, so make your decision, man. Lindor is a Blue Jay. Okay, 8 years, 207. That's almost $26 million a year. Salazar is a National, 2-year, $28.4 million deal. Syndergaard, he got a 5-year deal. Wow, okay. 5 year, $70.6 million deal for Thor. Tommy Pham is an Indian, 3-year, $35 million, a very underrated player. All right, we got Moustakas. Perfect. So now we can start making some moves, guys. And I think it starts... Where's trades? Here's trades. I think it starts with trying to get an ace. I think that's what we need is an ace. And we have so much B's and A's in our... Like, we can move these guys. So we need that, and we need a catcher. So let's look at catcher first. Buster Posey, last year of his deal... $14.3 million. I mean, the only way we can get him is if we trade Paxton. I don't know about that. Let's see what's out there. Wilson Contreras, I mean, that contract's pretty high. It would take Paxton plus prospects. Alfaro, maybe. Great defense. Has actually hit for power. Like, amazing defense. That may not be a bad move. A 4.1 WAR last year. We'll come back to that. Jonathan Lucroy's final year of his deal. Probably not on that. Yes, Money Grandale, $7.6 million final year of his deal. That's an option. Christian Vazquez, good contact, solid fielder, but he hasn't really, panned out. Zunino, good power, but he can't really hit. Bruce Maxwell, Tyler Ward, Salvador Perez, final year of his deal. If he hit a little bit, I could be considering it. You guys are all mentioning to get Mejia. He's not signed, so I have to wait. And B, had a good year last year, not amazing, but he isn't a high overall, so that's an option. Maybe we come back to it. The Sanchez, this would be getting like a rental type of thing, but he hasn't even really hit that well. So I don't think that's probably the best. Swihart, no, he hasn't really hit. I think the guy to get is Jorge Alfaro. I mean, good fielder. And he's actually, unlike Sisco, has hit. So let's put that out, and let's put Sisco. And that's almost like a straight-up trade. So we only have to include like another piece or two. They want first base or third. I'm not going to include Franco. I mean, these are all C's, unfortunately. It's like my me in college C's. All right, but we can include two of them, and we can get Alfaro. So that's great. We got a catcher who's a little better fielder, who's actually been putting up numbers. Like, he hits, like, the last 2 years, 18 home runs. Last year at 279. With that great defense, his WAR was over 4. That's really good for a catcher. It cost us about an extra $500,000 and basically no prospects. And he's signed for 2 more years. So that's not bad. Actually, it's technically 3 years. So he's signed for this upcoming year and then 2 years after that. So he'll be 31 by then. I think maybe at that point we'll move on. But I like that trade a lot. Maybe by then Kern's ready. Or Kern maybe is ready before that, and we can move Alfaro if we need to. Now, let's look at starters. I think that's what we really want is that stud. luckily we can take money back on because we can include Paxton in a deal. Alex Reyes, last year of his deal, maybe in theory, I would love to get a guy who's already been locked up, and that may be hard to get, but that is kind of what I want. Uris is locked up. I don't know if we could get him. That might be pushing. He's only 25. Bumgarner, he's 32. Stroman is only an 82 overall. Damn it. I like Stroman. DeGrom, maybe, but he struggled last year. He could be on the wrong side of his career. Blake Snell, how did he do last year? He did really struggle. Francis Martes, maybe, but he's never really pitched well. I don't want to. Lamet, Giolito, haven't even signed yet. We'd come back to that maybe later on. Fulmer's in the final year of his deal before he's a free agent. That would be kind of like what we did with Correa. But let's see what it would cost us. Let's start off with Paxton as the base. So they need to get a little bit more. They want relievers first and center field. Now, we do have a couple center fielders. That was one of our high picks, Edmundo de la Cruz, who that's kind of weird. It doesn't fit their. I just don't think they want to move him. Never mind. We'll move on from that. Shohei Ohtani. Ooh. He has 2 more years on this contract. They're both cheap. They can't take Paxton's contract, which is fine. That's going to be tough to get. They want first baseman. I will not include McKay in any trade. Even though we could get him if we include McKay. But McKay hit 283 with 32 home runs. Not including McKay. They do like Kern a little bit. They don't really like Miles. Oh, Franco. Oh, they like him. They don't love him. I'm not including Holden, but they do like him. Do they like Justin Williams? They do. Let's find another starter instead of Hong to include. Tanner Hope? Nope. Pineda? Better, but nope. Faria? Nope. Honeywell gets the deal done. Now, Honeywell, he's only had 1 year of service time. He's an A potential. We get Ohtani, who last year he struggled a little bit. He had a very good year. He would have been our ace last year, but the 2 prior years he was amazing. His rookie year he kind of struggled, but it's freaking Ohtani, man. And he's on this contract he's on. He's on $4.58 million for this year and $4.58 for the next year. So for the next 2 years he's on that. Then he's a free agent. We do give up on Honeywell, but I mean he's 26. Ohtani's only a year older, who's also 7 overall higher and has pitched. We give up Justin Williams, who I like. He's a good player, not a great player. He's a good player. And then a guy Franco, who's a top 50 prospect, a legit prospect. Unfortunately, or however you want to see it, he's blocked by Correa. So let's do this. We got Ohtani. Now we have, so our rotation is Ohtani, Paxton, Groome, Faria, Pineda, and then we still have guys like Weber. Let's see if we can maybe pack in and try to get another guy. Let's see what else is out there. Barrios is not signed yet. Dallas Keuchel in the final year of his deal. Could we get him? Budgetary. Yeah, we can't afford that 12 point. I'm trying to figure out what we could afford. No, obviously not Strasburg. Obviously not Kluber. Skaggs has pitched okay. But no, I want someone a little higher. Quintana, probably couldn't. We won't be able to afford that. I'm not sure if we can get anyone else. Alex Reyes, maybe $9 million. We'd have to include Paxton. Or if we include like Michael Givens' contract. But I don't want to. I think we're probably fine. Maybe, you know what? Let's include one of these arms. Let's include Houck. And let's try to get a top end reliever, like a 90. Like Josh Hader hasn't signed his contract yet, and he actually hasn't pitched well. But like a dominant reliever, who's hopefully relatively cheap. David Robertson hasn't really been pitching great. Coda Glover's not signed. Peacock has pitched all right. Hasn't signed. Nick Vincent pitched really well last year. Now he's 35, so that's like a pure rental. So we don't have to give up Houck for him. We'll come back to that. We could do that pretty cheaply. Miller is 36, and I don't know. I don't love going after a guy who's 36. Strop, we had him once. His pitch, all right, excuse me. Nate Jones, pitch, that's not a bad one. He's 36. We don't have to include, I kind of want to get someone maybe like a higher overall. We may have to look under closers, not relievers, to find a quote-unquote closer. Edwin Diaz it's not signed. Zach Britton, final year of his deal with the Angels, pitched pretty well. We can't do it because of money, unfortunately. Herrera has pitched really well the last, his whole career. So that would almost get the deal done. Could we get Travis Cole as well? A budget. Okay, we have to include someone else, but anyone really. Let's include Banda. Boom, we got it. There we go. That helps our bullpen out. Down we got Herrera. We have a bunch of young guys coming up. Who these guys? Douglas and Baez might be ready. Cole might be ready in a year or two. But then we have these guys. Our bullpen looks good. We now have that ace, I think, with Ohtani. Hopefully Paxton bounces back. We got Groome, Faria, Pineda. Our long man's going to be Weber. And we got Harns, Hong, all these other guys in the minors for another year or so. So now let's just make sure our 40-man is all set because we did make some trades. So, for instance, we want to make sure Travis Cole is not eligible for the Rule 5 draft. He is not. I think that was the only guy who we got that would be. Oh, let's also, we're going to make Holden a center fielder, so let's just edit the player. By the way, if you guys did not know this, a little top tip for you guys. This video is going a little long, I apologize. But if you go to attributes, when you go to edit player, you can see their potential. You can also edit their potential. We're not doing that. But you can see their potential. So if you're wondering, oh, how high is this guy's potential? After you know what it was when you drafted him, but it can change over time. He's 92. But we're gonna make him a center fielder. Now he was, I think, a 74 overall. It may go down. We'll find out. So he actually went up to a 76. So overalls can change based off position. Move him to the MLB. He's gonna be our center fielder next year. So I think we're good. Now we can continue to simulate. Our Rule 5 is all set. Steven Matz is a Red Sox. All right. Endaris Inciarte is a Indian. Marte is a Cardinal. The Rule 5 draft. Now we are going to have the 17th pick in the draft. Anderson Espinoza was he on our team? Did we forget to, I can't remember if we got it. I get my franchise mixed up. Sorry, guys. Pat Light, former Red Sox prospect. We have the Marlins franchise. I think we got him in one of them. We could get Donnie Hart, but we really don't need another reliever now. I think we are probably good. Maybe a backup catcher. Ooh, I kind of like this guy. For a backup catcher, great fielder. Let's get Austin Wynns as our backup. We had Caselli, but let's get a little bit better there. Austin Wynns. So we got a backup catcher in the Rule 5 draft. That's not bad. It's not too bad. We can skip that. And then we can finish our episode. We can exit that. We have nothing else really to do. We have the arbitration. The Marlins interested in a trade. Jesus Vesparas. I don't know the name, so he's probably a C or a lower potential. No, he's a B. For Barber, who's a B. Ours is 2 years younger and 4 overall less. But we have some center fielders. So I'm going to say no thank you. There's no reason for us to do that. Cespedes is a Diamondback. All right. Zach Weiss, they sided with him, so his salary was $2.14. They sided with Leclerc, so his salary was $800,000. And I think that is it. We can finish the episode. Let's take a look at the team, boys. Rotation: Ohtani, Paxton, Faria, Groome, Pineda, and where is our boy? They put Harms on waivers? Did he not? Did he run out of options already? That's actually kind of shitty. He's probably going to get claimed. Weber, let's call him up. We're going to call down probably Douglas. Actually, we might call down a couple. So, Douglas to AAA. He has to pass the waiver, so okay, we're not going to call him down because then he'll get claimed by another team. I don't know what to do. We have too many We have too many bullpen arms. I guess they're all righties too. That actually is kind of a problem. Let's get rid of one of them then. And I know which one to get rid of because his contract's kind of high. $1.4 million for an 81. We'll get rid of him. We can probably get a somewhat decent prospect for him. Let's see. Ooh, an A potential left fielder. He's only 51 overall, but he's only 19. That's a no-doubter, in my opinion. Just let that guy... Yeah, he's such a project. But whatever for Carl Edwards. There we go. That clears up our logjam. We may get a lefty bullpen arm later in the year. Actually, we could probably get rid of... I kind of like Leclerc because of his high... It's terrible walks per 9, though. That could actually be a problem. We'll let this play out as is. Let's put Cabrera there. All right, so our lineup now. Holden leading off, actually like that. 92 contact. LeMahieu, Correa, Moustakas. Let's put Smoak. And then let's move. There we go. This is not a bad lineup, guys. It's a little lefty heavy, but we'll see how it works. I mean, Correa can hit both. Smoak is switch hitter. McKay, it's actually better versus lefties. Now, they currently have Forrest Miles on the big league team, which I don't want, so we're going to send him down, and we are going to call up someone else, unless he ran out of options. He did not. We'll call it Brandon Lowe. He's a 27-year-old C potential. He is just kind of like a journeyman type. Franco, I want him in the minors to play every day. We'll call up Nelson, who is not going to be... I don't care if his service time gets wasted on the bench. And we do need to add some players to AAA. So let's do that. We can finish up this episode. Let's put you to AA. I want you to play in the minors. I mean the lower minors. So how do you guys think we did in the offseason? We got Ohtani. We kept Correa. We kept Paxton, which I didn't think we were going to be able to. And our lineup, we added Alfaro. We got a new catcher. And then we got Frank Holden to play every day. So I think hopefully we are a playoff team. Hopefully we finally are going to get over that hump. I just want to make sure this is all good. I want Jim Dunn versus everyone. All right, I'll make sure the minor leagues are all set. I'll do this all off camera. But that's it for the video, guys. Drop a like if you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you later. Take it easy. Peace.